So you're sick and tired of slamming your head against the wall trying to grow your agency? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a really unsexy but effective way to grow your agency and get clients. And it actually comes down to these two graphs on the screen right now. And why should you listen to me? Well, other than the fact that I'm charming, handsome, and the best YouTuber on earth, I've actually done both of these things. And this one made me super miserable, hated my business, and was extremely unhappy. I tried this way, and I live an amazing life. So we have the two ways here. This is the sexy way, and this is the unsexy way. And the unsexy way is the way you want. This is like Rihanna, Beyonce, or I need some more up-to-date cultural references. Who are they? Who's like a sexy singer, a good-looking. I don't know who that is. Ariana Grande, she's a good one, okay? So this is like your Ariana Grande. This is what you really want. This is more like your Adele before she lost weight. Bit fat, bit unattractive, but really fucking good at singing. So this way, unsexy way of growing your agency, but really effective at getting you clients and making you money. So let's start with number one here. We've got this beautiful graph. This is QOC, QOC, okay, QOC. You've got to be careful how you pronounce that. QOC, quality of clients, okay? Quality of clients. And that includes the quality of the client, how much they pay you, but also how many clients you have as well. It's all into that one metric. And then we've got the time as well. So as you can see here, this is how most people go and grow the agency as a beginner, especially if you've got no case studies, no experience, you're just in the business to make money, then this is usually what happens, right? You start doing some cold outreach, cold emails, cold DMs, and in the beginning, it's a slog because you don't have any experience or credibility or any trust with the marketplace for people to trust you enough to pay you. So what happens is you struggle, you get rejected, you might sign a client, fantastic, well done for you. A couple more months in, you might sign another client, then another one, but then guess what? Because you're not good at fulfillment, it's the first time you're running a business, first time you're running an agency, first time you're working with clients, your fulfillment sucks a little bit, and that's okay, but it sucks. So what happens is, your clients get annoyed, you don't get them results, and they fire you. So you come back down here, and you have to start from scratch. Now, a lot of you, at this point, will probably start niche switching, right? So you wanted to serve roofers or chiropractors. Then you think, oh, it's not me that's the problem, it is the niche that I'm in. So what's going to happen? You're going to switch to like an e-com agency, maybe you'll switch your service to an email marketing agency, whatever it is, but the whole cycle starts again, where you'll do outreach, cold DMs, whatever it is, you'll sign some clients, but then after a while, they'll fire you again because you suck at fulfillment. And this is a vicious cycle that so many agency owners stay in for, I wanted to say a few months, but realistically, it can happen to people for years. Maybe you're watching this video and you've been doing this for like 1 to 2 years. And it sucks. So what I want to show you is, even though people say that this whole sexy business model here, you can just go out and sign clients without any experience works, yes, it can work, but for a majority of people, they fail, they give up, and they blame the business model. It's not the business model that is the reason why you're failing. It is the way you're approaching it. So what I want to do is show you the unsexy way and what happens right here. And it actually comes down to one thing, and I'm going to preface this by saying, when I tell you what it is, you're going to want to stop watching the video. And I get it, okay? So, and by the way, I can say this because I've done both of these things. So the second way, which is the unsexy way, is to actually get a job and work for someone else. And I know what you're thinking, Sam, you're a twat. I came to this video wanting to learn how to sign clients, and now you tell me to get a 9 to 5. And that's the exact thing that I want to escape from. But just hear me out, okay? This is what I did. So a couple of years into business, it's like nearly 2 years in, I'd spent 2 years trying to build different businesses, lost all my money. And then what did I do? Because I was broke, I had to go and get a job. When I went and got a job, I was strategic about it, and I got a job working for someone in a field that I wanted to do business in, i.e. marketing. So what I did is I went and got a job and worked for someone for 12 months. And what that did, I was able to be that person's head of marketing, head of media buying, head of funnel building, and I spent 12 months working for this guy. And it allowed me to run ad campaigns, helped him generate millions of dollars, and it gave me the experience and the foundations to go out there and build my business. So what happens is, if we look at the graph, okay, in the beginning, it's a bit shit because you don't make any momentum, you don't make any progress, and you spend a lot of time not getting any clients, right? Your quality of clients, your QOC isn't very high because you're not building your business, and you feel like you're regressing, you feel like these people are getting ahead of you, even though at this point their life is hell, right? They hate their life. Here, you work for this person for 12 months in a field that you want to go into, and what happens is, when you decide to go and start your business, it is like this, and then you can continue to build it here. Within a 12-month period, okay, well actually look at it like this. Within a 1 to 2 month period, you're here, these people are here, and you look at them and think they're further ahead. If you zoom out and look over a longer time horizon, you're going to be so much further ahead of them in 1 to 2 years' time. Why? Well, there's a couple of reasons why this works so fucking well. Number one is that during this period, okay, you're not signing clients or building a business, but you're getting paid to learn, right? Most people go to university, they spend 30 grand a year to pay for them to learn. With this model, you get paid yourself 30K probably, that's like an average salary, to actually learn. So you get paid, so it's like the reverse of the university. And this was really cool for me because during this 12-month period which I worked for that guy, like I said, I learned all about advertising, funnel building, copywriting, sales, even got the inside look of what it's like to build like an online internet company, because that's what it was. And it gave me a massive unfair advantage further down the line. Because when I got to this point and I knew it was time, I'd maximized my learning, and I knew it was time for me to move on and start my agency, I had a massive competitive advantage and a massive unfair advantage over the rest of the competition. Why? Well, number one, I could use this guy as a case study. I'd helped him generate millions of dollars. Now, was it just me and my amazing marketing? No. He had a big business, he had a team member, he was good at sales, he had a huge online personal brand. So the job was pretty easy. But I can still say that I worked for this guy for 12 months and I helped him generate those millions of dollars. So automatically, if I'm outreaching to the same client as this person, and we're sending the same cold email, we're sending the exact same cold DM, everything is exactly the same, except for I can leverage like $1 million case study or whatever it is, whatever result you got that person when you were working with them, automatically that person who we're outreaching to, they're going to choose me over them. It's not even a competition. Number two, the fact that this gave me experience, it gave me competence, meant that it gave me confidence. So here, one of the biggest hurdles that you're going to have to overcome is that you're going to try and sell someone a service. You're going to try and ask for someone to pay you, what, $2,000, $4,000, $5,000 per month, and you don't even know if you can deliver on the service because you've never had a client before. You don't have a fucking clue if you can get them results. And that in itself is going to be a mindset block for you to actually be able to outreach effectively and close a sale because you're not even confident in what you're selling in. Here, you've had 12 months experience. You've worked with one of the biggest people in your space or a big player in this space. You know that your stuff works because you've done it for 12 months and you've got results. So therefore, you have so much more confidence and conviction when you're sending these cold DMs, sending the cold emails, getting on the phone with someone. You're going to be so much more confident and you're so much more likely to, number one, close a sale, number two, charge them so much money because you're confident that you can get them return on your service. So again, that is unfair competitive advantage number two. And number three is that you have a point of differentiation. So for me, for example, when I finished working for that guy, what I did was I basically just went to all of his competitors and said, hey, I've just spent 12 months working with this guy. We've generated this much money in your niche with your type of customer. Do you want me to help you do the same? This guy here, Bob, the agency owner, he has no chance against me because he doesn't have any case studies. He's got no relevance to that market. He's saying, hey, I can help you generate, I can help you sell your online coaching program and make millions, but he's got no proof. I've helped one of their competitors do it. It's a no-brainer for these people to reach out to you and hire you as a marketer or whatever service you have. That's why in the beginning, when I actually started outreaching to these people, it was very easy and I was able to sign a higher quality of client, right? One of the first clients that I signed after the first few months of doing this was one of the other big people in the niche. He has like 1.6 million YouTube subscribers, obviously already successful. a great quality of client. And that's another thing to note. When you have this experience and you've taken 12 months off the business to get the experience and the credibility and the case studies, it allows you to sign a higher quality of client. Here, what are you doing? You're working with e-commerce businesses that barely do 20K a month in revenue. You're trying to work with online coaches that have less than 10,000 Instagram followers. You're trying to work with chiropractors who don't know how to answer the phone. Even if you do sign any of these clients, they're not the good quality client that you want to work with, and that's why they leave you after a few months. Whether it's your fault, whether you're bad at the marketing, or whether they're just bad business people, it doesn't matter. You've lost a client, you've lost money, and you're back to square one. Here, you can work with a higher quality of client, which means you only need to work with a couple of clients, and you're going to earn far more money than this person. I would even bet that if you did this, for most people, if you compare the two after 12 months, even just like 1 or 2 clients following this method, you're going to earn more than this person who's been cold outreaching to clients for like 2 years. It's an absolute no-brainer. So all you need to do with this strategy, I would say, to work for this person is about 12 months. So that's why I put 12 months up here. Because if you look at the timeline, 12 months in, this person has been doing cold outreach for 12 months straight. They work with shitty clients, the income is probably less than 5K per month, and they hate the business and they're depressed, and all they do is look around on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube and look at everyone else who's successful in the agency space and think, why not me? What am I doing wrong? And they'll just listen to the online course guru who's like, you need to do more volume, more volume, more volume. But if they continue doing this, they're going to get the same results in another 12 months' time. You compare it to this person, 12 months in, okay, they don't have a client yet, but they've got the skill, they're confident in the skill, and they have a massive unfair advantage against the rest of the agency owners in the space because they can leverage what they did in those 12 months for their advantage to get the best clients as quickly as possible. So look, I know it's counterintuitive to say like, hey, you want to grow an agency, go and get a job first, but it's because I see so many people stuck in this cycle. You do obviously get the success stories on YouTube and Instagram where you're like, oh yeah, you can do it starting from scratch. But not only like, was this more effective, this was fun. I had a good time. I was working on marketing every day, worked for a cool online company. This is a miserable existence for most people, and it ends at them hating their life and hating their business. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.